Ay, por tu culpa traigo esta pena. Es que yo vengo llorando. Ave María.
Hold up a mirror to the city of Los Angeles and what is reflected? A place where innovation thrives, where opportunity abounds and intellect expands, where creativity produces new visions, where compassion heals, where science and technology drive progress. Hold up a mirror to the city and what is reflected? A place that embraces all people, where we transform lives with each step up the ladder of prosperity, where we energize communities, where we reinvigorate our region and shape the future of our city, our state, and our nation. Hold up a mirror to the city and what do you see? Cal State LA. We are LA. Join us as we soar to greater heights. Cal State LA ranked #1 in the nation for upward mobility.
Welcome to the California State University, Los Angeles commencement ceremony for the College of Business and Economics. Thank you for joining us as we celebrate the achievements of our graduates during the 75th anniversary of the university. Will everyone in the class of 2023 who is able, please rise to be acknowledged by your family and friends. Now, will everyone who is able, please rise for the academic procession of the faculty and platform party. Everyone, please remain standing for the national anthem.
Please be seated. Good afternoon, students, honored family members, and friends. I'm Ty Jackson, Dean of the College of Business and Economics. Welcome to the 2023 commencement ceremony. With great respect, Cal State LA acknowledges the Tongva people as the traditional caretakers of Tovangar. The Tongva world, including the Los Angeles Basin, South Channel Islands, San Gabriel and Pomona Valleys, and portions of Orange, San Bernardino, and Riverside counties. Cal State LA is located within these lands. As an institution located on unceded Tongva land, we pay our respects to the ancestors, elders, and their relatives, relations, past, present, and emerging. Consistent with our values of community and diversity, we have a responsibility to acknowledge and make visible the university's relationships with Native peoples by offering this land acknowledgement. We affirm Indigenous sovereignty and will work to hold Cal State LA more accountable to the needs of American Indian peoples. Over the course of your academic career, our faculty, administration, and staff have focused their expertise on your success. They have become your mentors, and for many of you, your colleagues. At this time, I would like to acknowledge and thank the Chair of the Academic Senate, Chris Bezdesny, members of the faculty, emeriti faculty, staff, and the administration for assisting our students to excel and achieve their goals. Will these members of the university community please stand and be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. Please turn your attention to the screens for a video.
A university community is like a family. Each generation seeks to build on the success of the past, so the future will be brighter for those who come next. Each generation works to take the family higher, to contribute in ways that leave the whole better. The Golden Eagle family has accomplished great things together during the 10 years of President William A. Covino's tenure. Together, we have created innovative new ways to learn and to contribute. Together, we have expanded and enriched. Together, we have collaborated and served. We've experienced tough times, and we've deepened our ties to our communities. Together, we became champions, and together we have shined. These achievements are your legacy. You are the generation whose dedication, compassion, and insight have left the university better for those who will come next. To learn, to teach, to support, and to lead. Thank you to every one of you, staff, faculty, students, alumni, emeriti faculty, and our community partners. More good things await Cal State LA. We are Golden Eagles. We are LA.
I want to note before I forget that that lovely rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner is performed by the Cal State LA Chamber Singers from our student population, and it is just beautiful, and it's wonderful to hear it at every commencement ceremony, so I applaud them. So, why are we here? Oh yeah, congratulations, class of 2023. This is it. This is your day. You've worked hard for it. You've planned for it. You've dreamed about it. Your parents and family and friends have dreamed about it. And it is here. Your day. I agree. Yeah, it's certainly worth screaming about. Yeah, your day really to shine. I want to begin by once more asking for a really enthusiastic and well-deserved shout out to the people who wake up every morning thinking about your future, your success, your education, and making it their primary goal to help you drive toward your primary goal. I mean the faculty of the College of Business and Economics. One more, stand up please, please, faculty. Okay, all right, thank you very much. And I need to also mention once again, with great appreciation, that this event, this week of events, would not have been possible at all without the dedication of the staff members here at Cal State LA, who have been here all day, every day, focused exclusively on your success and a great experience for you and your family. It takes a beautifully complex group of dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of folks to make this happen. And the staff members have made it their mission to make it great. So please, another round of applause for the staff members at Cal State LA. You'll see them, they're in gray shirts and white shirts and black shirts, and they are everywhere you need to turn for help or guidance or anything else. Let me introduce well, I don't want to introduce the university officials yet. I have this thing in mind. I have an icebreaker in mind. I've decided to shift to icebreakers. I've learned that they work well in classes when everyone's silent, right? All right. So we all agree that this is your time, right? Today, this is your time. So I want to emphasize and amplify that. So please turn to each other and say, this is our time, with enthusiasm. Go ahead. Go ahead. Well, I couldn't tell exactly what you were saying, but the enthusiasm was certainly there. You know, I appreciate that. Didn't quite know how it was going to turn out. We have a number of university officials here on stage. You've heard from the great dean of the college, Ty Jackson, and we have some very special guests also joining us today. The vice chair of the California State University Board of Trustees, Jack Clark Jr., is here with us today. And our guest speaker for today, Dr. Guillermo Willie Zuniga, is also here, an alum of Cal State LA. We have our academic senate chair who has presented the mace, this symbol of commencement that reaches back to the Middle Ages to us at every commencement ceremony, and who serves the university and its faculty and students so very, very well, Dr. Chris Bezdesny. Associate Dean Ramon Castillo. Dean of the University Library, Carlos Rodriguez. And it is a wonderful, beautiful university library. Carlos and the team have done great things there over the years. We're also joined by our provost and executive vice president, Jose Gomez. Our vice president for advancement, Robert Avalos. Our Vice President for Administration and Finance, Queen King. Our Vice President for Student Life, Grace Castillo. And our much loved and recently degreed, getting an EDD yesterday, Dean of Students, Danielle Chambers. We also have with us the brand new student body president, newly elected just about a month ago or so, and ready to hit the ground running to create a great new year for the students who will join us in the fall, ASI President Yahir Flores. I'm Bill Covino. I am the president of Cal State LA for a little while. This is my 10th year as president, and and we will be welcoming a new president sometime in the coming year. So this is my final commencement ceremony, and over the 10 years, I did a count, and it turns out that this is number 100, my 100th commencement ceremony, and I really like that number. I mean, ending up on that number seems important. So I'm glad that it's number 100 and that I get to spend it with you. It makes it that much more special. And even without those distinctions, of course, these commencements are among the most special days of your life. You remember it in the way that you remember all of life's beautiful moments: birthdays, family gatherings, weddings, all of those moments that stay with you. That said, this day commemorates an experience and a set of achievements that will remain with you in a different way. What you've learned and what you've taught yourself as a student will be with you for the rest of your life, not only as a beautiful memory of a special day, but as a fundamental part of who you are. That is expressed in the way that you think, how you view the world, in all that you now know. So whether you have felt it yet or not, your education here at Cal State LA has, I promise, it has changed you. And sometimes that new you will seem like a very cool but annoying best friend whispering things in your ear with a new creative vision you should consider, or a new solution to an old problem, a new way to go out and serve the community. That best friend who is informed by all of the education and ethics and values that have gone into creating this degree experience for you, that best friend will always remind you of your potential and will push you to do more. And sometimes will help you to see life with golden eagle eyes, always reminding you that the world as it is not how it has to be. And who better to change the world than you? And if not you, who, right? So we have to listen to that voice reminding us that we can, that you can change the world. And when it pops up, you may be tempted to ignore it. You may be tempted to say, yeah, I know, I really want to change the world, but I'm a little busy now, give me a couple of weeks. You can't keep responding that way, because that voice will be persistent. It will not go away. You cannot unfriend it. You cannot block it. You cannot ghost it. You can just ask any of the amazing Cal State LA alumni who once sat where you sit today. Today, you join the ranks of more than 245,000 alumni of Cal State LA and more than 3 million alumni of the California State University system. Our alumni include tennis legend Billie Jean King, Congresswoman Maxine Waters, Congresswoman Lucille Roybal Allard, Dr. Sumanta Pal, the director of the Kidney Cancer Program and Medical Oncology at City of Hope Hospital, the executive director of LA Civil Rights, Capri Maddox, Representative Wendy Carrillo, who serves us in the state legislature, the members of the family that owns Gavinia Coffee, and the members of the family that owns Porto's Bakery. Yeah, I know. That's not because I want you to be saying, well, I too could own a bakery then. No, not exactly. I mean, there are other things you want to do. But those are important folks. And Dean Jackson did remind me that 2 of the Portos family members are graduates of the College of Business and Economics. So there you go. Now, all of these people are your alums. These are your fellow students. And you are graduating during Cal State LA's 75th anniversary. Our first class graduated in 1948. You saw their picture on the screen, all 7 of them in the first class in 1948. And even though decades have passed, and even though the student population has grown well past 7 individuals, there are experiences that even today you share with that first group of graduates. The hours in lectures and labs and in the library. All that time writing papers, doing the lab work, spending office hours with your professors and in study groups with friends, all of those kinds of experiences which are perennial for college students, they were all spent on creating a new version of you. It's as if you were creating an avatar. An avatar, of course, is a representation of you that you can create online when you're in games that feature avatars. And you get to pick the attributes. During your time here, you had the same opportunity as a student to create certain attributes that embody the way that you would like to feature yourself. And looking back on 10 years of commencements and my interactions, my wonderful interactions and dialogue with hundreds and hundreds and thousands of students along the way, I think that many of you, given how successful you have been and what great things you've done, have picked a great set of attributes. You are smart, you are savvy, you're quick, you're resilient, you're confident, you're full of the potential to touch the lives of others in important, wonderful ways. That said, you are better than an avatar, right? You're the real thing. You're the real thing. And we know that this new version of you, the one that you've created at Cal State LA, was never about you alone. You wanted a better future for yourself, for your family, for your community. You wanted to make your parents and grandparents and family and friends proud. You wanted to show your teachers, your neighbors, your friends at the church or mosque or temple or synagogue that they were right to believe in you. They were right when they told you, don't give up, you can do it. And they were right when they offered you their love and support. They helped you to achieve this goal. That's someone who knows she was right. Yeah, yeah. That's good. How many of you are the first in your families to receive a university degree? First in your family. Okay, all right. You and everyone else knows what I'm talking about when I emphasize the embrace that has helped you along the way here. And in that spirit, I'd like to ask all of the parents of our graduates to please stand so we can thank you. All the parents, all the parents, all the parents. Terrific. Now let's add the grandparents. Let's see the grandparents. The aunts and uncles. The brothers and sisters. The nieces and nephews. the cousins, spouses, partners, and children, and all of the friends of the class of 2023, thank you, thank you, thank you. The class of 2023 also includes 72 veterans who have served our nation with valor and then returned to earn a Cal State LA degree. I would like to ask all of the veterans in the pavilion today, veterans among our graduates and among our family and friends, all of the veterans anywhere in this space today, please stand and let us thank you. Some up here. All right, there they are. There they are. Terrific. Thank you. Thank you very much. You're graduating at, well, you're always graduating at a particularly interesting time, but what's very interesting about this particular time is that the world is fascinated by artificial intelligence, AI as it's called. In artificial learning, machines and computer applications gather data from across the internet, and then they use algorithms to learn the features and patterns of that data and to apply that information to a number of uses. It's a technology in which machines mimic human intelligence. Every time we use the phone to pay a bill and speak to an automated voice, that is an instance of artificial intelligence. Or when we're online chatting with a chatbot, that is artificial intelligence. We've grown used to it. We've grown used to saying, "Hey, Siri," and expecting something to happen. "Hey, Siri, turn on Fast and Furious." "Hey, Alexa, play anything by Beyonce." "Hey, Google, where can I get Bad Bunny tickets?" That was a request I made just about a week ago, and I haven't gotten a rewarding response yet to the question, but I'll keep trying. You know, I figure you're never too old to get with it, right? So you know, artificial intelligence has multiplied in its applications, like ChatGPT. The things we can expect are, yeah, okay, that scares me when you're appreciating ChatGPT. I mean, we can write essays. Artificial intelligence can write essays and poetry, organize calendars and spreadsheets, imitate the art of Picasso, imitate the lyrical mastery of Jay-Z. But I'll tell you, given all that, which is, you know, quite striking, really, after 10 years here and getting to know you and getting to know where you've been and what you've achieved and where you're going and where you've arrived, when I look out onto the class of 2023, I am not fascinated by artificial intelligence. I'm fascinated by you and all that you will do. You're not an imitator. You are an original. You are authentic. You are unique. There is nothing artificial about your intelligence. You were educated at Cal State LA. Cal State LA, as you heard in a couple of our earlier video pieces, Cal State LA, since 2017, has been ranked over and over and over again as the #1 university in the United States for the upward mobility of its students. #1 in the country for upward mobility. That means that you are #1, and your future employers know that you are #1. And it makes a terrific difference in the way we think and feel about everything that we've achieved, the challenges we've overcome, and the kinds of ways in which we can change the world ourselves. You are powerful, you are resourceful, you are caring, you are full of exciting new knowledge. There is unlimited greatness inside of you. And parents, let me add, connected to that upward mobility thing, you know, upward mobility usually corresponds with jobs and salary, things of that sort. This may mean that in addition to all of those great attributes, your graduate will one day soon be able to buy you a meal. Right? Don't look for it too soon. I'm not sure exactly when it will hit, but you don't want to reach for the check too fast. Just see what happens. I know, class of 2023, that you will continue to achieve and accomplish, and that you will use your education to make life better for your family and your community and the world. So, with all due respect, I want to issue one more hey request, not to Siri or Alexa or Google. It's not for artificial intelligence, it's for you. And this is my last time doing this, so I want it to stick, right? And for number 100 here, I want to say, hey, class of 2023, go and change the world for the better. You are now and forever golden eagles, and you will soar. Congratulations.
Thank you, President Covino. The guest speaker for the College of Business and Economics is Dr. Guillermo Zuniga. Dr. Zuniga is Emeritus President of Grifols Biologicals LLC, a manufacturer of life-saving therapies derived from human plasma and used by patients with rare, chronic, and often life-threatening conditions worldwide. Dr. Zuniga started his career in the biopharmaceutical industry as an entry-level manufacturing technician in 1979 with the Alpha Therapeutic Corporation, right across the street from the university. He attended night classes at Cal State LA and received a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration from the College of Business and Economics in 1986. Under his leadership, Grifols collaborated with Cal State LA to offer the Grifols Summer Science Academy at Cal State LA, which has trained more than 80 high school students in microbiology, chemistry, and molecular work. The Academy, which started in 2015, allows students to work in university laboratories under the guidance of Grifols professionals and Cal State LA faculty members. Throughout his career, Dr. Zuniga has demonstrated extraordinary dedication to serving his community through support for local schools and organizations, student scholarships and mentorship programs, and partnerships with community colleges. Dr. Zuniga serves on Cal State LA President's Council He received the LA BioStar Award in 2018 from Cal State LA Biospace for his contributions to the regional bioscience industry. In 2022, Dr. Zuniga was named Cal State LA's Distinguished Alumnus of the Year. And during our commencement ceremony this morning, he received the Honorary Doctorate degree of Letters. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Guillermo Willie Zuniga.
Good afternoon. Bienvenidos. I would like to start by thanking all of you for allowing me to share in your very special day. With your permission, I would like to share my story with you. I don't doubt that parts of my story will be very similar to yours. My parents were raised in Juarez, Mexico, and came to Los Angeles with many dreams. As a toddler, I was raised speaking Spanish. We lived in a one-bedroom house. My brother, sister, and I slept in the one bedroom, and my parents would pull out the sleeper couch bed every single night. I have memories of sitting on the floor with my toys as my father would listen to the Dodger games being broadcasted in Spanish. Mom was the rock of the family. My dad was the tough love kind of guy. In fact, I was recently telling one of my sons that I do not remember my father ever telling me that he loved me. I guess it was just kind of implied. I have 3 children and 5 grandchildren, and I hug them every single chance that I have. Absolutely no reason for anything to be implied. I did pretty well in high school. In fact, I had straight A's. Wait, there was that one B. 11th grade, U.S. history, the teacher, Mrs. Mann. I have to tell you that she still haunts me to this day. Things got a little crazy in my senior year. I was inflicted with a disease. The name of the disease, turning 17. It was crazy. Overnight, my ears completely closed, and I wouldn't listen to anything anyone had to say. I would speak without thinking, and all of a sudden, I knew absolutely everything about absolutely anything. I would venture to guess that some of you out there may have caught the same thing. Heck, I still get relapses decades later. Coming out of high school, I wanted to be a medical doctor. I first attended the Claremont colleges as a science major. And then life happened. I was married at the age of 18. My first wife got pregnant in my sophomore year of college, and I quit school to make sure I could care for my beautiful daughter, Aida. Before I knew it, I was unemployed and desperately looking for a job. A relative referred me to Alpha Therapeutic, located literally right across the street here. I had no idea that they manufactured these amazing therapies that have huge positive impacts on very sick patients. A job and a paycheck soon turned into an amazing career. Who knew that I would spend the next 43 years saving lives in the same community that I grew up in? Thank you. After a few years of working, it was time to come back to school. I was determined to finish my college education. How fortunate for me that Cal State LA was right across the street. I started over as a business major. I have to tell you, it was not easy. I was working full-time. I now had 3 small kids at home as Robert and Raymond joined the family. And I took night classes for over 5.5 years. When I finally finished, I was so exhausted that I decided not to graduate on stage. I was so done. Please just send me the diploma in the mail. This was a decision that I regretted many years later. In 2003, Grifols purchased the assets of Alpha and asked me to be the president of their manufacturing operation. I would have never imagined that I would become a president of a large company as I ran around these neighborhoods as a little kid. I was also given the assignment to have Grifols become a strong member of the local community. It was a perfect opportunity to return to Cal State LA after what was way too many years away. I want to thank this university. It provided me the means to finish my college education and become a first-generation college graduate. It welcomed me back to the campus 20 years ago with open arms. I was able to create a wonderful relationship between the university and Grifols. The university continues to provide an amazing candidate pool that we hire from. And it gave me the means to become just one of many examples of successful upward mobility. As Dr. Covino just spoke to, us Golden Eagles, we're pretty good at that. And most importantly, I want to thank the university for allowing me to return 37 years later to graduate on stage. I would also like to thank my family, especially my wife, Christine Chow, who has supported me over all of my career. And I would also like to let you know that we are actually celebrating our 30-year wedding anniversary this week. I would like to close with a few key suggestions as you prepare for what comes next. Please understand that you are interviewing every single day of your life. Your reputation will become your resume. So please always present your best self at every single opportunity. Life happens, so have a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C. Please help others in need, as it's never too early to start passing it forward. I consider myself a very fortunate individual. I had the privilege of working in an amazing industry. I enjoyed going to work every single day. I made a good living that allowed me to take care of my family. And I was able to provide others a better quality of life. I wish similar successes to each and every one of you. Congratulations, and thank you for listening.
Thank you, Dr. Zuniga. Please give him another round of applause. Among the students earning baccalaureate degrees in the College of Business and Economics are those who will graduate with academic honors. Ramon Castillo, Associate Dean of the College of Business and Economics, will acknowledge these students. Dr. Castillo.
Thank you, Dean Jackson. The university grants the baccalaureate degree with Latin designations summa cum laude, magna cum laude, or cum laude to students who maintain an outstanding academic record while earning their degrees. These students wear gold braids draped on their black gowns to mark their outstanding academic accomplishments. Will the candidates for graduation with honors from the College of Business and Economics please rise and be recognized? Thank you. Please be seated.
Thank you, Dr. Castillo. President Covino, I present to you the candidates for the degrees in the College of Business and Economics. They have met all of the requirements for their respective degrees and are recommended by the university faculty. Dean Jackson, please approach the lectern to begin the hooding ceremony.
Thank you. The recipients for the Master of Science from the College of Business and Economics will now be hooded on stage. Will the staff marshals please lead the graduates to the stage?
Master of Arts in Economics, Michael Gabriel Fernandez.
Anabe Jamalex Fraere.
Jennifer J. Nazario.
Francisco Javier Buenrostro.
Feruza Negmatova.
Atartsetseg Amarsana.
Master of Science in Business Administration, Hector Isidro Lopez.
Timarie Page Velardes.
José Antonio Limón Ruiz.
Vladimir Isaac Rodriguez.
Dale Stephen Case.
Claudia Abigail Chavez.
Jennifer Gines Vargas.
Master of Science in Healthcare Management, Catherine Alondra Ipina Marino.
Crystal Leilani Ronquillo.
Celine Elumelu.
Anna Harutunian.
Nicole Nasimiu Wabuke.
Cynthia Alexis Aparicio.
Misty Benight.
Alexi Wong.
Amar Shah Khan.
Diana Angel Signs.
Pamela Leticia Nunez.
Mayensi Carolina Pleites.
Lorraine Popularski.
Ariela Hakim.
Alice Haynes.
Erica Giselle Escalante.
Helen Tusame.
Madeline Diaz.
Adam Hugo Mejia.
Ellie Xiaoyong Choi.
Ekta Nandlalbai Radadia.
Abani Naresh Modi.
Nikita N. Shaladia.
Suchitra Sampat.
Camille Angelica Dulai.
Xochitl Lopez.
Cassandra Nicole Morales.
Angela Arutunian.
Daisy Nayeli Martinez.
Monique Chantel Moore.
Congratulations. The candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the College of Business and Economics will now be presented on stage.
Bachelor of Arts in Economics, Roderick A. Brohier.
Karina Aniceto.
Tiffany Quach.
Orlando Yampai.
Kevin Hernandez.
Adolfo Angel Escalante Castaneda.
Mohammed Amadikram.
Elias MacArthur.
Alejandro Ignacio.
Jesus Escutia.
Bachelor of Science in Graphic Communication, Bethlehem Moore.
Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Ashley Ann Navarez.
Christy Ortega.
Nathaniel Zachary Guzman.
Lara Ibrahim.
Lena Thong.
Fabian Anthony Moran.
Hayden Christopher Luff.
Mohammed Masin Mansour.
Jacob Argain.
Lawrence Min Kim.
Leslie Martinez.
José Everardo Gómez.
Anthony Angel Becerra.
Rashid Yassin Sahid.
Daniel Matevosian.
April Quiroz.
Claudia Antoinette Uriarte Rios.
Guadalupe Angélica Ramos.
Diane Denise Lugardo.
Victoria Flores.
Yeni Yasmin Penaloza Nava.
Nancy Yesenia Pérez.
Yesenia Gallardo.
Steven Lovera.
Samantha Vital.
Jimena Hernández González.
Marlon Merab Cardona Recio.
Beatriz Monique Sandoval.
Daisy Rivas.
Tremont Everett.
Salam Alexander Habib.
Albert Delgado.
Yesenia Smith.
Haley Roundtree.
Andrew Palacios.
Héctor Damián Mora.
Francesco Giuseppe Sergi.
Dinora Elizabeth Zelaya.
Alfred Orozco.
Graciela Citli Guerrero.
Victor Lomeli.
Jocelyn Santos.
Elizabeth Sanchez.
Darren Ekal Gekozo.
Miguel Ángel Mendoza.
Steve Barrios Arellano.
Allison Quinn Wynn.
Laura Alicia Tran.
Maria Begonia Castellanos.
Daniel Romero.
Giovanni Albert Hernandez.
Kevin Chow.
Colin Justin C.
Bryant Nguyen.
Randy Uwin Uwin.
Jonathan Serna.
Jody Cruz Malonzo.
Omar Ramirez.
Fernanda Alvarez.
Naomi Fernandez.
Gabriel Andy Gonzalez.
Paola Michelle Carrion.
Hannah Hong Huyn.
Gabriela Giselle Catalan.
Hao Chen Wong.
Jun Chen Ji.
Brian Aaron Flores.
Daniel Alcantar.
Alejandro Alcantar.
David Garcia.
Kevin John Bender.
Giselle Marlene Peña.
Montserrat Cuevas.
Carlos A. Lira.
Reina Alexis Alcazar.
Michelle Valente.
Maribel Ruiz.
Kimberly Pichardo.
Amy Denise Perez.
Alex Ferrufino.
Ariana Elizabeth Martinez.
Leslie Baltazar.
Montserrat Núñez.
Jesús Ramón Sánchez.
Salman Gurung.
Pratima Sherpa.
Jessica Ochoa.
Esmeralda Lugo Leija.
Natalie Kayleen Ortega.
Héctor Pimienta.
Nicole Gutierrez Dorantes.
Jasmine Moncada.
Corinthian Eris Noel Holland.
Alexis Nicole Crockett.
Kiana Pitts.
Fernando Lara.
Raúl Fernando Hernández II.
Jesse E. Umana.
Jesus Dionisio Guzman.
Monica Sevilla.
Alexis Aguirre Romero.
Alma Michelle Canales.
Litzy Anaí Ceballos.
Andrew Arianes Estrella.
Enrique Rufino Sotelo.
Jenny Aguirre.
Russell Dew.
Verónica Recinos.
Deanna Cristina Ruiz.
Veronica Xiomara Barahona.
Abigail Jimenez.
Parisa Rahimzadeh.
Nicholas Ung.
Ulysses Lopez.
Evan L. Kist.
Ariana Santana.
Brianna Itzel Ramirez.
Mika Isabella Pajares.
Lauren Vanessa Rodriguez.
J. Anthony Martinez.
Emilio Esteban Ochoa.
Justine Sanchez.
Elvis Orlando Gonzalez.
Carissa Brianne Poe.
Erica Ballesteros.
Ana Cecilia Ceballos.
Reisa Chavez.
Gema Mena.
Stephanie Garcia.
Gabriel Denova.
Myron Garcia.
Antonio Hernández López.
Habla Camilia Alawi Ismaili.
Corinne Giselle Garospi Fernandez.
Neil Brian Manahan Parial.
Carter Ty.
Carmen Wu.
Peter Vu.
Joshua Camacho Snyder.
Vanessa Brenny Liu.
Monica A. Lopez.
Belsabeth Rincon Dominguez.
Eligio Marcos Iniguez.
María del Rosario Gutiérrez.
Luis Armando Lopez.
Desiree Sofia Santa Cruz.
Brittany Navas.
Eric Sandoval.
Ivan Mendez.
Shannon Nicole Loafing.
Hassani Latif Jarvis.
Juan Jonas Alonso.
Jorge Gonzalez.
Oscar Salgado.
Christopher Garcia.
Eric Jesus Pineda.
Andrew Mota.
Christian Edgar Herrera.
William Mendoza.
Lin Mai Nim Vo.
Jason Joe.
Luis Diaz.
Robert George Carrillo.
Christian Marcel Gomez.
Liliana Haro.
Carlos Rolando Rodriguez Polanco.
Eleazar Sanchez.
Joanna Gabriela Andrade.
Miguel Angel Cruz.
Samson Injay Kim.
Brian Dang.
Jeffrey Chen.
Maritza Parada.
Jacqueline Candela.
Agustin Iniguez.
Candice Salzman.
Glenn Salvador.
Sergio Delgado.
Giancarlo Guevara Garcia.
Alan Vong.
Adrian Ruiz.
Rafael Edgardo Lorenzana.
Efraín González III.
Alexa Sierra Andling.
Aziz Rangel.
Jeanette Bridget Contreras.
Pablo Maravilla Paz.
Mohammed Samir Murad.
Julio Ignacio Mancia.
Eduardo Diaz.
Lisette Bosch.
Rashika Munishpai Kanukar.
Juan Francisco Vega.
Dominic Bernardi.
Alexander Gentil Corona.
Jennifer Pardillo.
Christopher Andrew Medell.
Freddy Alexander Sanchez Martinez.
Esmeralda Beatriz Maldonado Galindo.
Elizabeth Avalos.
Benjamin Faust.
Andres Perez.
Catlin Jane Wong.
Giselle Garcia.
Milena Caroline Serna.
Miranda Bojorquez.
Suzette Carrillo.
Antonio Saavedra.
Hui Hong.
Edwin Din.
Casey Salazar.
Daisy Michelle Flores.
Lucas Tran.
Carlos Axel Quesada.
Toribio Jimenez.
Alexander J. Mora Virgen.
Tanya Beltran Gonzalez.
Jocelyn Gutierrez.
Desiree Elena Rendon.
Ethan Lamb.
Sandra J. Fuentes.
Christine Gregorian.
Rasha Shaukat.
Anais Gomez.
Daniel Medel Mesa.
Elisa Martinez.
Andrea Diaz Caldera.
Joaquín Alejandro Aguilar Chaides.
Savannah Lindara Hope Mayo.
Jeffrey Ryan Wyckoff.
ZJ Sue.
Eddie Noah Delgado.
Leslie Cecile Martinez.
Kat Mettler.
Cindy Michelle Rebolledo.
Javier Montes de Oca Jarquín.
Silvia Janet Rivas Rojas.
Cecilia Estela Cabrera.
Andrés Arsenio Jiménez.
Jovan Patrick Panlican Peccho.
Christina Isabel Blasio.
Jose Ceballos.
Veronica Rose Palomino.
Rida Teng.
Luis Edgar Guillen.
Carlos Axel Munoz.
Sabrina McGowan.
Jose Manuel Magaña.
Mauricio Angel Orozco.
Ebony Dana Marie Bankhead.
Eli Karina Segoviano Talamontes.
Julie Nicole Pedro.
Jennifer Melissa Rivas.
Zarena Dayam.
Jeffrey Michael Zordani.
Jesus Alberto Chavarin Muñiz.
Jennifer Yulisa Peña Figueroa.
Jeanette Arlene Deep.
Diana Sabrina Santos Perez.
Giovanni David Ausencio Martinez.
Joseph David Castro.
Yolanda Hernandez Lopez.
Yezer Josue Vasquez.
Nancy C. Rosa.
Sandy Tatiana Castro.
Crystal Espinosa.
Marisela Medina.
Crystal Nicole Clyde.
Shannon Lon Wong.
Tanya Yvonne Bernal.
Tanya Lisbeth Esqueda.
Francisco Garcia.
Adriana Raimundo.
Gabriel Aldana.
Marvin Navarro.
Aaron Chung.
Surafel Mekonnen Hailu.
Martin Alejandro Maldonado.
Tamer Amar Mohezi.
Robert S. Cristales.
Carmen Mercado Romero.
Lorena Silva.
Camilo Alvarez.
Daisy Mercado.
Elijah Dean Ramirez.
Benjamin Hamilton.
Lorena Marie Quesada.
Victoria Garcia.
Edgar Flores.
Christian Alcantar Gonzalez.
Stephanie Gascon.
Luz Yesenia Soraya Hernandez.
Nontani Krutnet.
Jocelyn Sandoval.
Stephen Anthony Acevedo.
Dave Hua.
Janet Yan.
Felicia Marie Corona Castañeda.
Stephanie Cardenas.
Josue Jonathan Morales.
Christian Raul Noli.
Cruz Giovanni Maldonado.
Karim Ashad Hamide.
Leonardo Garcia.
Angel Marcelo.
Jonathan Mejia.
Johnny Lau.
Moses Aaron Gonzalez.
Gregory Edward Loya.
Walden Jared Torres.
Jonathan Ing.
George Ashkar.
Laura Guadalupe Milanes.
Jimmy Alexander Lopez Moyotil.
Abner M. Palacios.
Evelia Mendoza Garcia.
Quinn Ho Diem Nguyen.
Diego Sebastian Rodriguez.
Brian O. Herrera Ramirez.
Arturo David Olivo.
Juan Luis Cortez.
Leticia Rosas.
Courtney Drew Florento.
Miguel Valenzuela.
Christian Torres.
Everardo Hernandez.
Brandon Kwan Nguyen.
Ronnie C. Diaz.
Khadidra Elaine Douglas.
Samantha Valerie Nunez.
Erica Escalante.
Eduardo Castellanos.
Nicholas Gregory Bliley.
Danelle Spagnolo.
Alexander Fabian.
Eduardo Tinajero.
Alexa Lepe Montero.
Anna McGann.
Jasmine Savala.
Emily Nancy Rivera.
Ka Man Ko.
Erendida L. Aguilera.
Edvin Kachian.
Danny Umana Gonzalez.
Emily Marie Wong.
Brianna Vilches.
Elvis Negrete Garcia.
Jeffrey Cruz Carreno.
Brianna Serna.
Edwin Rojas.
Gabriela Zamora.
Bailey A. Kazanjian.
Juan Abram Martinez.
Janae Starzel Vickers.
Brian Avalos.
Cynthia Elizabeth Garcia.
Ana Belen Picasso.
Javier de Jesus Rodriguez.
Daisy Juarez.
Emeline Rojas.
Javier Castellanos Jr.
Ashley Esmeralda Aguirre.
Michael Raúl Palomares.
Tyrell Jaden Danao.
Sean Pham.
Kenneth Chang.
Kayla A. Vasquez.
Alexi Ann Minguez.
Angie Rodas Ramos.
Dominique Chow.
Alejandra Garcia.
Joana Alejandra Kamal.
Julissa Lopez Beltran.
Alexandria Danielle Borjorquez.
Bryant Omar Corona.
Joshua V. Lee.
Chris Enrique Lopez.
Nicole Wynn.
Desiree Gallardo.
Anthony Alexander Achar.
Cindy Elizabeth Navarro.
Andrew Lara.
Tangier Tishon Peavy.
Lucero Moreno Diaz.
Nancy Lourdes Avalos Cardenas.
Katie Yaneth Perez.
Areli Natalie Eusebio.
Brian Lomeli Arana.
Margarito Nevares Jr.
Luz Elena Robledo Gonzalez.
Celeste Salero.
Amy Caroline Novoa.
Salma Irene Michelle.
Natalie Miller.
Zhang Long.
Andiana Irene Dolores Morena Vergara.
Jocelyn Gonzalez.
Natalie Janet Angeles.
Jocelyn Najaro.
Jessie Jasmine Ortiz.
And last but not least, Jose Aguilera Moreno.
Congratulations to all the graduates.
Wow. You're really anxious to get out to dinner, huh? All right. Shall we make this official? Yeah. Will the candidates for master's degrees from the College of Business and Economics please rise? There they are. By the authority vested in me by the state of California and by the trustees of the California State University, I hereby confer upon you the master's degree for which you qualify with all the rights, privileges, and honors pertaining thereto. Congratulations. You sit down for a minute now. I'll get back to you. Will all the candidates for baccalaureate degrees please rise? Okay, here we go. By the authority vested in me by the state of California and by the trustees of the California State University, I hereby confer upon you one more time the baccalaureate degree for which you qualify with all the rights, privileges, and honors pertaining thereto. Now, you can move your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations. All right, everybody up, everybody up, everybody up. Here they are, the class of 2023.
I would like to thank all of the university staff, faculty, students, and volunteers involved in organizing the 2023 commencement ceremony, and acknowledge the members of the Honors and Commencement Advisory Committee. After the ceremony, we invite you to take photos and celebrate with the faculty of the College of Business and Economics. You may meet them in the gathering space outside the pavilion. At this time, the university hymn will be performed. Please turn your attention to the screen. Congratulations, graduates. Please give another round of applause to the 2023 graduates from the College of Business and Economics. This marks the end of our ceremony. Please follow the directions of staff marshals as you leave the pavilion and meet your guests. Thank you.